Hi, my name is Michael Hollins, and I am the founding attorney here at Hollins Bankruptcy Law Office, where we practice bankruptcy law. And today's topic, I would like to give a little bit of advice on finances and how you might be able to fix some of the things that may be troubling you with your finances. But first, if you'd like any additional information regarding bankruptcy, head on over to hollinsbankruptcy.com, where we have a lot of great information. And you can also set an appointment to speak with me if you have a question that you'd like to ask. You can also give us a call at 866-862-4557, and you can set an appointment to speak with me that way also. Now, on to our topic, fixing your finances. What are some advice that maybe I would give as a bankruptcy attorney with that? Well, first thing that you should know is that a healthy percentage of our population, will encounter financial trouble at some point in their lives. I mean, none of us really are exempt. Now, your cause may be different than my cause or someone else's cause for the financial stress. Your cause might be through job loss or medical bills. Maybe you've taken a loan that has really become very burdensome. Some of us have been through divorces that may force us into financial bad straits, or maybe a family member is in need. Really, the results are the same no matter how the financial issues start, and that those debts can continue to grow, and they can really get to a level where it really can be hard to make ends meet because of the financial trouble. But regardless of the cause, I want to give you some initial steps, things that you can do to help move past those financial problems. So, the first thing I would recommend that you do is take a look at your situation and be very realistic with yourself. Just tally up your total debt burden. Uh, you know, Remaining in the dark about how much you owe and to what extent your financial trouble is really won't help your situation, and that you may put a plan together to take care of some of your debt, but not all of it, because we didn't take the time to just stop and say, exactly what is my burden, my total debt burden. Now, once you total your past due credit cards, loan payments, and add on any monthly obligations that you have to take care of, like your utilities, of course, putting gas in the car, maybe you have a car payment, a house payment, rent, telephone bills, add all those things up and then see exactly what that number looks like. And so you can move forward with a plan that will address it. Now, once you have that number, you want to try to raise as much cash as you can to pay down that debt. One way to do that is by cutting expenses that are unnecessary. You'd be surprised at where your money is going if you were to pull the last 2 or 3 months of your bank statement and just begin to highlight some of the things that you bought that were not necessities. Just highlight the Amazon purchases, the eating out, and the cash apps to things that were not necessary. See what that number comes up to. If you are really critiquing yourself in a ruthless manner, you may find that there is a lot that you spend money on that you can really go without, and that you are tolerating spending money on things that you don't need to. Now, the quicker and the further you can get that number, of things that you're spending on that you don't need, those monies can be devoted to reducing your debt burden. And all the cash that you can raise just doing the cuts could really help to put a dent in the debt. Another thing that you could do is a sale. One of the things that, as growing up, we used to have yard sales, estate sales, and it would be a weekend where you would just put a table out in front of the house. And I know this is old school, but all of the old clothes that you can't fit or wear anymore, but they're still great condition, all of the toys that the kids don't play with anymore, and in some of the things that you were maybe gifted but you never opened, you don't have to regift them. You can sell them. These are all things that are absolutely decent. They're in order, and just you'd be surprised on how much money can be made on a sale, especially with inventing the internet. Of course, the invention of the internet coming in, and Amazon or eBay. you can raise quite a bit of money, and also do some spring cleaning at the same time. If you were to make cuts in your budget, necessary cuts, and if you were to make sales from out of your own closet, you would be surprised at how that would address some of your debt load. Another thing that you can do, you can be proactive. You can negotiate with your creditors. If you have someone, you're in a serious financial hole, you can actually call the creditors and that they're very serious financially in trouble with and say, hey, I'd like to make a settlement with you. I know I owe you this much, but will you take this much? And depending on who the creditor is and what time, where they are in their financial, pretty much where they are in their finances, they may make a deal with you so that you can lower your debt burden. Now, your FICO rating will be affected because you have debt and that you are making this agreement. But just know that the sooner you settle debts in the the manner that I'm speaking of, the sooner you can begin to repair your credit once you get that debt taken care of. Now, if you find yourself that you're in a position and all of the things that I'm mentioning, you don't think that that will really help you and put you over the top, so to speak, to get you back on your feet, then you may be a candidate for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is one of the things that when you feel overwhelmed by your debt and you just can't make headway against paying those bills, you're a great candidate for bankruptcy. So, having done all the things that I'm talking about, and you feel like you'd like to have more information about that, I would encourage you to give us a call here. Again, I am attorney Michael Hollins, the Hollins Bankruptcy Law Office, and we can be reached at the number 866-862-4557. And be happy to talk to you about your credit score, looking at your credit report, looking at your debt load, looking at your income, and to see if bankruptcy is a good solution to you for you. It's not a good solution for everybody. It may be a great solution for you. Feel free to give us a call and we can talk about it. Again, I am attorney Michael Hollins, and I really am happy to have this conversation with you today. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and also share this video. Someone may need to know exactly what I'm talking about and may need to get in contact with us here. As always, thank you for listening and please be safe.